Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. This is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and it's running on PlayStation 4 Pro via my C7P LG OLED 2017 version TV, which is 7 series version. I would just like to point out something really quick, that all of the 7 series versions, they all have exactly the same panel, exactly the same picture quality, exactly the same features. The only difference is the cosmetics. That's the only difference. And the speakers and cosmetics and the way it looks. But technology, it's exactly the same. Alright, now what I'm basically using here is calibration that's built into Xbox One, because I don't have any other calibration software to do that. I am looking to buy a calibration professional equipment and software, which I will have pretty soon. But for right now, this is something that I have used from the Xbox One, and I'm running it on the game mode. Basically, I use the game mode, and from the game mode, I was calibrating it within the game mode selection, and from there I was measuring the brightness, the contrast via this software. Alright, before I start this game, let me show you really quick what I'm using in case you guys missed my previous video. So I'm going to show you this really quick. Alright, so it's in the game mode. The OLED light, honestly, this depends, as I said, on your environment, like what type of environment you're in. If you're like in big, huge, lit up living room, then you might have to move OLED light a little bit higher. So this is something you will have to decide on your own, depending on where you have your TV position and what type of environment room it is. Contrast, this is something that the calibration software told me to leave it at 95. Brightness, it's also something that the software, calibrating software standard, let me know to leave it at 55. So contrast 95, brightness 55. Sharpness, it's something that software told me it shouldn't be too below and shouldn't be too high, so it has to be in the middle. So I left it at 7 because that's something that I was able to see the outlining on the line. There's like a little green line, and actually blue line, I'm sorry. Look at that blue line and you make sure that blue line is not too blurry. So the end result was 7. Color, it told me to leave it at 55. There was the red, green, and blue. You look at it and then you can see if it's over bleeding or not over bleeding. You want to make sure it's not over bleeding, the color. So the 55, it's what software told me to do. Tint, you don't mess with that ever. Ever. Color temperature. For the game, I left it at balance because that's what they recommend. However, if you are calibrating for the movie, you could leave it at warm 1, because warm 1, it's something that THX recommends, to leave it at warm 1, 2020. But for me personally, since I'm running this on a game, so I leave it at 0. Meaning it's not too warm, it's not too cold. Advanced control and the picture options, this is really the important stuff. Go to the advanced controls. Make sure you turn everything off. I can't stress enough how important it is that you turn all of this garbage off. And I'm sorry for the language, but it is garbage. You don't need this crap. Turn all of this stuff off. The only thing you want to do, and this is what the software told me to do, professional calibrating software told me to leave gamma at medium. Why? Because it detects that I'm running an OLED TV. Therefore, you don't want to crush your deep dark levels. You want to make sure that your deep dark levels are equal. Otherwise, you're going to lose that detail that you need. So I want to keep it at medium. Now on the picture options, all of this stuff, noise reduction, all of this crap, turn that off. The only thing you leave is your black levels low. Now you're gonna say, well, why is the black levels low? Don't you want to crush? You don't want to crush your black deep levels. You got to remember, you already have brightness at 55, and you already have gamma at medium. it's okay to leave black levels at low. If you move black levels at high, then you're gonna have smoky, bright pictures. So I wanna leave it at low. This is what the software is telling you to do. All right, so let me show you now. Hopefully you guys are writing this stuff down. I already showed you this in 3 videos so far. You should be able to pause the video. Don't be lazy. Pause the video, write it down. But I highly suggest you use the calibrating software, or the one that came in with the Xbox. All right, so let me show you how it looks pretty much. I'll just walk you through it. You won't be able to see what I'm seeing, but I'll just kind of walk you through it. So let's start the campaign really quick. Let's do this.
Cheer up, Mitchell. Can't be all that bad.
It's just finally starting to sink in.
That's what we signed up for.
Well, the old man was a leatherneck, so I didn't really have much of a choice.
Yeah? I joined up because of the old man, too. More just to get away from him.
I can't get much further away than this.
All right. Listen up. We have our orders. Inserting an LZ Epsilon. Down and dirty, just like we did.
Now this is the video, the video they're showing you, the introduction. We're gonna skip through this and I'm gonna show you the gameplay in the beginning, okay? So I'm gonna skip through this really quick.
Mitchell, Irons, lead out.
Let's get it done.
Everybody hold tight. Here we go.
Looks pretty good, man. Deep dark levels are excellent and equal.
Hey, see you on the other side.
You know, it really helps when you have picture calibrated professionally and you truly appreciate all the details that was put into this game or any other game. And that's exactly what you get when you have professional calibration done.
Come on, Mitchell! Now! Mitchell, now!
Obviously, it's hard for you to see what I'm seeing through the video, but you'll just have to take my word for it. It looks excellent. And surround sound is just top notch, obviously, on this Onkyo 676. It is a Dolby surround, so that means even if it doesn't support Dolby Atmos, you will still get that Dolby surround chip that's going to process 7.1 channels. Means 8 speakers will be running with a subwoofer. Here we go. Looks amazing, no input lag, picture looks perfect, man. You see all the details, even in the dark areas. It just looks much more natural. This is honestly why I highly suggest, and I'm gonna do that from now on, I'm gonna invest into a professional calibration softwares on a computer and equipment. Because I really want to make sure I get the best possible calibrating, advanced calibrating picture for every whether it's a game, whether it's a movie, whether it's a sport, whether it's a cable. I want to make sure I have all of these presets calibrated and saved, so that way you don't have to go and calibrate every single damn time, you know. Looks great. It really does. It runs and looks great. Alright, so the video is going to end pretty soon. Really quick here. Make sure you guys write those settings down, because this is my 3rd video. I already showed you what I have, but I highly suggest that you use calibration software. For the love of God, it's free, comes with the Xbox. Use that calibration software. Alright guys, take care.